Hi, welcome to another edition of the Banned America podcast. I'm your host, John Block, and today we were originally going to be talking about the conservatives being censored in America. But today we have a horrible thing that we have to cover, and it has to do with, lo and behold, Rashida Tlaib. The woman who is just a complete anti-Semite in Congress, who hates America, loves Palestine, which doesn't exist, by the way, and wants America to know it. And she just doesn't care. She hates Jews, and she will tell us how much she hates Jews, which is what she just did on Sunday, yesterday, in a podcast. So this podcast was an interview with Skullduggery, some idiotic Yahoo News podcaster. So in the podcast, she said, there's a kind of calming feeling. I always tell folks when I think of the Holocaust and the tragedy of the Holocaust and the fact that it was my ancestors, the Palestinians, who lost their land and some of their lives, their livelihood, their human dignity, their existence, in many ways, had been wiped out. I mean, just all of it was in the name of trying to create a safe haven for Jews. Post the Holocaust, post the tragedy, and the horrific persecution of the Jews across the world at the time, Tlaib said. Well, isn't that just fun? She literally called the Holocaust a calming feeling. Isn't that disgusting? I mean, is anyone else disgusted by this? Someone calling the murder of 11 million people disgusting? She just called it a calming feeling. When I think of a calming feeling, I think of like a nice warm bath and just being in bubbles and floating around. I don't think of being burned alive in a gas chamber as a calming feeling. I may be wrong, but what the hell, right? What the hell? This woman literally called people being burned alive in a gas chamber a calming feeling. And furthermore, she lied here, saying that her Palestinian ancestors helped out the Jews in the time of need. BS. I call BS on this one. I have solid proof right here that shows that that's a damn lie. Here, Muhammad Amin al-Husseini, the Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, opposed all immigration of Jews into Palestine. And during the war, he campaigned against the transfer of Jewish people and refugees to Palestine. He reportedly worked with the Nazis to prevent the establishment of a Jewish homeland. In addition, the Palestinian Arab residents revolted against the British, which led to restrictions on Jewish immigration to British mandate Palestinians, depriving Jews of a safe haven. So she said patently false, anti-Semitic, and Holocaust sympathizing comments. Well, what do you expect? This is your regular Democrat Party. We have Ilhan Omar over here saying, oh, well, 9/11 was just some people doing something, and all you Jews are Benjamins, and Allah should shine over a light over you. While Rashida Tlaib over here is saying that Palestinians the greatest thing on earth since sliced bread, and the Holocaust was a calming feeling. Well, this is the Democrat Party we're up against, folks. We have one side calling 9/11 some people did something, and then proceeding to talk about how Muslims are being persecuted. Well, you know why Muslims are quote-unquote being persecuted? Probably because they're the only ones that do terrorist attacks in the name of their religion. Do you ever see any Christians running around killing people because Jesus told them to? I don't. Do you see any Buddhists running around shooting up schools because Jesus told them to? No, you don't see that. You don't see that. You only see extremist radicals doing that, and Muslims who started ISIS, who started the Taliban, who started Boko Haram. These are the people that started these terrorist attacks. And the best argument usually when they're like, well, Christians persecuted people back when there was the Crusades. Yeah, a couple hundred people died, and it was in the name of the Lord. It was not. It was in the name of saving a identity. This BS, this idiotic crap, is not okay. And I'm not going to stand for it because people like Rashida Tlaib shouldn't be getting away with comments like this. Where the hell are you, Nancy Pelosi? Where the hell are you? Seriously. Call him out by name, lady. This is anti-Semitism. You say that, well, they have a different way of speaking with words. No, they don't. They've been in this country more than 20 years, people like Ilhan Omar. So you can't give them a hall pass and say, oh, it's okay, they just don't understand. That's not an argument anymore. People who literally advocate for the denial and the whitewashing of the Holocaust and 9/11 should not be in Congress, Nancy. They shouldn't even see the light of day, in my humble opinion. And I think it's detestable that you aren't calling this out. So Nancy, if you don't call this out, you better watch out, because in 2020, we're going to take out Democrats, left and right. There will be no more Democrats in Congress anymore, because they'll all be voted out by us Republicans, sick and damn tired of the evil rhetoric, by the BS that you are putting us through just because you want to pass a couple pieces of your extremist legislation that'll never even get through the Senate, and then continue your witch hunts with Barr and with the fake Mueller dossier, and instead of using your position as the first female Speaker of the House, you're using it to pander to extremist left-wing demagogues who want us all killed and don't give a damn about America. I'm about done sick and tired of these people who are trying to make it sound like we are the radicals. Oh, you evil conservatives, you don't like human rights, you don't like women's rights. Well, you know what? Muslim countries that Rashida Tlaib's obsessed with, like Palestine, for instance, which isn't a country, they advocate for throwing gay people off of buildings and shooting women and putting acid in their face and forcing them to cover up in one of those hijabs. That is oppression. So don't you tell me that the Holocaust was just some calm feeling. It wasn't a damn calm feeling. It was a destruction of human life. And how dare you, Rashida Tlaib, ever even talk about this again? You are a disgrace to humanity, and I pray that your soul finds Jesus, because that's the only thing that could possibly save you at this point. Jesus Christ himself. I'm sorry, but this is done. You are a disgrace, and I am sick and damn tired of your BS, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Thanks for watching this Banned America podcast. Have a great day. Bye-bye.